Hello, my name is Chiharu Kameda. At first, let me introduce myself. I'm interested in cancer because I want to learn more about it as my grandfather died because of it. This is my research outline. Next, let me explain about the cancer. Look at the figure A. Most people suffer from colorectal, stomach, and so on. Next, look at the figure B. Pancreatic cancer has higher ratio rate than colorectal. So, detecting pancreatic cancer earlier is important. To find cancer, patients are examined with X-ray. This examination has low risk of metastasis. Patients are also taken urine or blood. These tests have low risk of metastasis. In addition to this, these tests provide cancer characteristics. For example, high level of CEA and CA99 indicate the possibility of pancreatic cancer. Finally, to distinguish good tumor or bad tumor, these molecules are called biomarker. These biomarkers target protein and glycans. Finally, to distinguish good tumor or bad tumor, biosulfite tissue is undergone. In biosulfite tissue, patient tissue, including tumor, is picked by needle. So it carries a low risk of metastasis. Based on this data, diagnosis is determined. Next, look at the figure B. In case of stage 1 or 2, we take surgery. However, surgery has high risk of metastasis. While in case of stage 3 or 4, we take radiation therapy. These tests have high risk because this treatment affects normal cells as well. So methods with low damage and risk are preferred in examination and therapy. Recently, molecular target medicine have expected as a next generation method. There are many proteins affecting cancer proliferation, cell survival, metastasis, and cell growth. ERBB1, ERBB2, PI3K, AKT, and mTOR are focused by many researchers to regulate cancer. To deal with pancreatic cancer, for instance, ERBB2 inhibitor trastuzumab is used to suppress cancer activity. However, all inhibitors couldn't suppress all types of pancreatic cancer. So, to choose appropriate inhibitor is difficult, and so new method to select applicable medicine suitable for each pancreatic cancer is required. In this study, I developed a new method for estimating important protein in each pancreatic cancer using significantly changing metabolites in pancreatic cancer patient blood. First, I searched papers suggesting usage of some of metabolites as a biomarker in pancreatic cancer patient blood. I chose 3 reports: Mary J report, Shirolem report, and Gaussian cells report. I extracted metabolites changed significantly in pancreatic cancer patient blood of their report. Second, I created a new database integrating protein-protein interaction database called IDF index and the metabolite protein interaction database called human metabolome database. I picked up interaction between metabolite and protein, and picked up interaction between first extracted protein and protein or metabolite again. Third, I created 3 networks in each report with extracted interaction. Fourth, I analyzed all composition protein to gene ontology analysis, in other words, geoanalysis, to check relationship between protein characteristics. And I analyzed the protein with pathway analysis to check whether the protein are annotated into cancer signaling pathway. These analyses were done to evaluate network composition factor in terms of report with cancer. 5, analyze these networks using network analysis called breaching centrality analysis. I determined high score protein of breaching centrality as estimated important protein. And after that, I drew a Venn diagram with the top 30 proteins that have a high score of breaching centrality. Then I made another Venn diagram with the 30 proteins that have a high score of 31st to 60 top protein. At last, I checked top 60 protein in terms of report, pancreatic cancer and the other type of cancer in each report. This procedure was done to check whether extracted protein truly have relationship with cancer. First, I created 3 networks in with integrated metabolome database and protein database in each report. In Mary J's report, the network had 3,557 protein. In Shiro's report, the network had 1,910 protein. In Goshen Shell's report, the network had 1,938 protein. Next, I conducted geo analysis and pathway analysis. In all samples, pathways in cancer were contained. Therefore, I could create cancer-related networks. Next, I annotated extracted protein into pathway in cancer to check whether major pathway is same or not in each pancreatic cancer. This is the result of Mary J's related protein. Their protein are annotated into proto-oncogene ERBB1, PI3K, LAS, mTOR, and 53. The annotated protein is green and non-annotated protein is white. This is the result of Shiro's related protein. ERBB1, their protein are annotated into proto-oncogene ERBB1, ERBB2, PI3K, WONT, and P53. The Goshen Shell report were annotated into different pathways with this report. So the pancreatic cancer have diversity and unique signaling pathway in each pancreatic cancer. And next, I checked, I analyzed networks with breaching centrality analysis to in each report to estimate important proteins. In all samples, their protein were different. High score protein were different. To check analysis, I also drew Venn diagram with the top 30 proteins. From result, estimated important protein for pancreatic cancer were different in each report. So this result suggested my method to my method had potential to detect difference in pancreatic cancer. Lastly, I checked top 60 protein in terms of both pancreatic cancer and the other type of cancer in each report. Under condition of first to 30th protein, the number of protein having a relationship with cancer is higher than protein of 31st to 60th. This data suggested high score protein have a strong relationship with cancer. Therefore, I could develop a new method for estimating important protein in pancreatic cancer. In summary, first, I succeeded extracting protein related with cancer using metabolic data having higher different expression in each pancreatic cancer. Second, I could develop a new method for estimating important protein in pancreatic cancer using pancreatic cancer patients. In particular, important protein and pathway were very different in each pancreatic cancer. However, as a limitation of this study, also estimated important protein should be confirmed whether the regulation of protein really affect the phenotype of the cancer. I can't have opportunity. I don't have opportunity, so I hope to try examination if I get a chance. In the future, if you just analyze your blood, I hope this method will provide opportunity to get appropriate medicine and help you find the cancer by just analyzing your blood. I hope that the practical application of this method will open new possibilities for order-made medical care for each individual patient. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Group F5, for the presentation. Okay, I will stop your screen sharing for a moment. And yes, we'll move on to the Q&A session, shall we? So judges, do you have any questions?
Yes, you're doing one of the most difficult, challenging in the cancer research. As you know, pancreatic cancer is extremely difficult to detect. So, well done. I understand that you have created a new database, but
Yes.
has anyone created a similar database before?
Yes, I know. Sorry, name is forget, but I know protein and metabolic interaction database. There already. So there is already a protein metabolic interaction database, but this is so a few reported that interaction protein and metabolic interaction database. So I created a new database.
So you created the kind of combined database. How did you come up with the idea to combine them?
So I know and a protein interact the metabolites, so I can create I like programming, so I want I want to create new database.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So about pancreatic cancer, how many different types of pancreatic cancer are there? So you mentioned there are several different types of the pancreatic cancer.
In each report, the different pancreatic cancer have protein, right? Your question is why different
My question is how many types of cancer, pancreatic cancer, are there? Is there any different types of pancreatic cancer?
It has many different types of pancreatic. It's many different.
So there is only one type of cancer, or is there different?
Pancreatic cancer have a lot of unique diversity and signaling pathway. So I think pancreatic cancer is different in each report.
Right. So you chose 3 different reports to select to obtain the metabolite data.
Yes.
So is that same type of pancreatic cancer, or they are all different types?
I think all of different types because images sample their reported indicate the meteorite is C99 and phosphatidylcholine, but or histidine, but insured sample indicate the meteorite as lisophosphatidylcholine azotransferase and 2.4 diaminobutyric acid. So
okay, yeah, all right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That was a very interesting and what I call insightful presentation, especially when you are coming up with combining database and how you can actually try to find out the different unique protein as in the blood related to the types of pancreatic cancer. So indeed, it is a complex project. So what I would like to ask is, can you give just one main point that you have learned from this complex project? Just one main point that you have learned from this complex project.
My research main point is just analyzing your blood. So I hope this method will provide opportunity to get appropriate medicine. Yes.
Okay, so my next question is, if you have any difficulties, what do you do?
If you have any difficult tissue.
Yeah, if you have any difficulty, if you have problem and do not understand, so what do you do?
If you have any, if you, please one more time.
Sorry, if you have problems, okay, or issue, okay, or you have difficulty in carrying out your research, what do you do?
どうしましたか? So I searched reported using Google Scholar.
Okay.
And I asked my brother. He is very smart and he studied biology.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So final idea is perhaps in your future research, you can have a table that show the different types of protein, and then relate that to the different types of pancreatic cancer, and then better still, what kind of up-to-date drugs or treatment that they use. I think this will be very useful, so people will know this and this. Just a suggestion. Right, because right now you have extracted the protein, and you are saying that yes, this protein is found in this pancreatic cancer type. So, but in future, it will be nice to know what are the different protein, what are the different types of pancreatic cancer. Just sample. Okay, maybe 100 no need. Maybe can give about 5 to 6 more common ones. Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Group F5, and thank you so much, judges, for asking questions. Now that all the groups have made their presentations, do judges have any comments to make? Any other extra questions to ask? Let's start with Dr. Tetsuya Muramoto. Do you have any comments to make?
I really enjoyed everyone's great science. Keep thinking and keep learning about what you're interested in. Good luck for your future. Thank you.
I must say it's a very interesting and very creative for some of you. All right, your project, it is actually from complex to more real life application, and that's good. I think more importantly is what have you learned? What are your takeaway points from this project? Okay, then just follow. Okay, this is the research. This is it. I follow, I present. All right, and then that's it. All right, so it's good to know what's next. What are you going to do about all this? Because from these various projects that you have done, I'm sure you have picked up certain skills. Skills, skills. Early on, Dr. Muramoto did ask about skills. I think that's very important. Not only just research skills, I think more importantly also to yourself, personal, all right? Social skills, because even if you are alone, you still have to work with somebody. Even if you are a team, you work together as a team. Social skills, collaborative skills, creativity, and problem solving is something you cannot escape in the future. So we hope from all this project, what you have learned, it will help you in your later life. So it is something that is valuable, and we hope that you will pick it up and cherish it, especially friendships. Thank you.